Following the gruesome discovery of 54-year-old Mary Jimmy a few feet from her home in Soufriere, dead and semi-naked, human rights activist Felicia Dujon has called for more emphasis to be placed on crimes relating to gender-based violence. The family of 54-year-old Jimmy say they suspect she was sexually assaulted before she was killed. According to them, Jimmy, before her unfortunate demise, was a victim of rape. On March 8, 2022, the government of St. Lucia tabled the landmark domestic violence bill in the lower house of assembly, which was subsequently passed following debate in the upper house on March 10, 2022. Dujon has called for mass education on the legislation and says having laws does not automatically mean they will be followed.
We have to be very mindful. We cannot assume that once we have certain types of laws within our societies that people will abide by them. We will have perpetrators. We will have persons that believe that it is almost, as I said before, permissible for them to violate the rights of other persons. And so we have to ensure that those individuals know that once those crimes are committed, that they will be penalized, they will be persecuted for the offenses that they have done to those victims.
By her account, the fact that Jimmy's family indicated that she was sexually assaulted before raises lots of questions. She says society must never be allowed to think that sexual abuse of any kind is acceptable.
Of course, it brings back the idea of having that kind of rape culture being generated when we see those types of violent acts against women. So it's almost as if, well, she was raped before, however, we shouldn't have killed her. And so that kind of belief, we have that kind of belief systems that we have against violence against women. We have to continue to educate persons. That it should never be acceptable in any society, including ours, where rape is almost accepted in the cases of certain cultures or subcultures within our society. And so it's very important, again, that we appeal to the persons within the judiciary, that when it comes, whether it's the police, whether it's persons that are involved in the case, that when it comes to matters of gender-based violence, that these matters are taken very seriously.
According to Dujon, such incidents always bring to the fore the fact that everyone should be their brother's keeper.
Start thinking about persons within the community. We know them. These are people that we've known for our entire lives. And so start looking out for each other. If you see somebody's being harmed, please make that call the police, or do something that may help the individual. So many times when we hear those kinds of cases, we always ask the question, what could have been done differently? And I believe that it is time that we as a society start thinking more holistically in terms of what do we want as individuals and of course as a collective society. And in a sense, we also have to reflect on what would like the state, the role of the state in terms of the kinds of protection that it provides.
Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.